What's going on out there, GSTV? It's your boy Braham. I'm sitting down here with Karmella Daniel, the amazingly talented and extremely beautiful. She decided to join us today, so we're going to rap for a little bit, talk about a lot of different things, what's going on in her career right now, major moves that she's making around Atlanta and the entire nation, and other things that are going to pop off in the future. Karmella.
What's up?
What's up? How you doing?
Man, chilling.
Yeah? You doing all right today?
Doing all right.
Yeah?
Great day.
I know you're making major moves in Atlanta. You know, last week you performed at Sisters Only. Killed it.
Oh, no, I did do that. Yeah, I did.
Killed it?
I did do that.
Killed it?
I had forgotten that happened.
Kind of talk to us about it. You know, how was that experience? And
It was, you know, awesome because I got an opportunity to, you know, just be on a show with a lot of great artists, and I got to meet a lot of great artists, and I felt it was good.
Yeah?
I loved it. Yeah.
Now, I know you went to Howard. That's where
I
you
did.
got your degree in music from. You know, kind of talk to us. You know, what kind of made you want to get into music in the first place? Was it something that you stumbled in while you were in school, or has this kind of always been a passion from you at a young age? And
always been a passion. My father is a musician, and my mother is a singer. So, you know, whenever you have that kind of combination, the kids are gonna want to do that. So all my brothers and sisters are all into that. And I don't know, I feel as I've gotten older, I mean, because even before I could really talk, I was making up melodies. Even before I could write, I was writing songs. And I remember, I could sing them, but I'm not. But I remember the songs that I wrote when I was like 6 and 7 years old. So it was always in me to do this. So I'm just gonna do it.
I feel it. And then your experience on Howard's campus, did you perform a lot at some of the different events when they had concerts? I know homecoming for you guys is this weekend. That's going to be crazy.
That's going to be, yeah. I, interestingly enough, at Howard, when I was there, it was a lot of preparation for me. So, I mean, I sang in bands. I sang in this band called Indelible. Pretty much I was just like your average gigging singer when I was there, just trying to make it happen. Whatever they wanted me to do on campus, got it. Whatever I could find off campus, on U Street, singing jazz, running tunes, all that stuff. That's what I did.
That's what you was doing, huh?
That's what I was doing.
I ain't mad at that. And you had an opportunity recently as well to work with Sci-Hi the Prince.
Yes, sir.
You were in the studio with him.
Yeah, he's cool. Sci-Hi's funny. I like him. We did a song called Karma. It was my song, and you know, we reached out to him and asked if he wanted to get on it. He did, and he did a great job. We have a video for it. We shot it here in Atlanta. Gabriel Hart directed it. Okay. My first music video, so it was really exciting to work on it, and a whole different world because I'm straight music, you know. So this was the visual element was a little difficult, but I love it.
Feel it.
Yeah, and Sci-Hi was awesome, so I'm happy to have met him and to have worked with him.
Now, I got to talk to you about, you know, your unique brand. I mean, your style right now is just absolutely off the chain. Like, sis, you're doing it right now. You're doing it. And, you know, you have so many artists out there who brand themselves in a particular light and fashion, you know. In terms of your style and your brand, what would you like people to kind of know?
You know, I'm really about being, you know, my authentic self, however that looks. You know, I'd say that my energy is somewhat androgynous. You know, I try to, and that's just how I've always been, you know, and I'm not really interested in being like the Supergirl with the 6-inch heels and the long, flowing, wonderful blonde weave. Like, that's cool for whoever wants to do it, but that's not me. And so I just want to promote authenticity in my style and in my music and in my speech.
I feel it. And then working with 288 as well, you know, B.O.B. How's that experience been?
Cool. I mean, I've been blessed. I've been really blessed to have a record label, we're an independent record label, who really care about my vision, and they really want to see what I want to see manifest. And bringing in B.O.B. was a great move because he really, I don't know, he's the kind of rapper who would get it. And I think he got it, you know, and The World Is Yours. I think it's just it's a really good song, you know, and I'm happy that he's on it.
And I think a lot of people, what they really want to know as well, you know, B.O.B., you know, Sci-Hi the Prince, who are people you're really looking forward to working with, like in the future? Your top 3. If you had to name 3 people.
If I had to.
And why?
Okay. Let me put on my thinking cap.
Not to put you on the spot.
Yeah,
you know,
well, I would love to work with Miguel, because that boy, like, I love his songs. Like, the new stuff is coming out. I would do him. I would love to work with Wale for some reason. I think I'm just biting off of Miguel when I say that I want to work with Wale. And Big Crit. I love Big Crit. Like, I would love to do a song with him.
Are those top 3, any of them your favorite artists? Like, when you who did you grow up on listening to?
Who did I grow up on? Oh, I was a Janet Jackson fan all day till I die. Like, I'm still on that. Waiting on that next album. Janet needs to get back in the studio and make me some more music. Her, Michael Jackson. Recently, I've just fallen in love with, again, with Queen, Freddie Mercury. I think that he was just a genius in every way, and I would love to emulate any of that. Did I say Prince?
No, you didn't say Prince.
You know.
He's on the list. So you're really kind of old school.
I'm extremely old school, because I just think, you know, during that time period, you know, in the 70s and the 80s, artists were just allowed to be artists. It was just the art, you know.
I feel it.
It's just the art.
So is it safe to say, too, in terms of your artistry, you're almost trying to mix what's taking place in this day and age within the industry,
right,
and also fuse with what's taking place before and what we kind of grew up on?
Well, yeah, because I really think that I think that I'm an artist reincarnated. I think I must have been trying to be an artist, and I died in like 75, and now I'm back trying it again. So I want to fuse the two.
And you know, it's funny that you say that, because I was even having a conversation with Marcus Canny, 4th place runner-up on the X Factor, and him and I, we were talking about television and the kind of content that they kind of put out there. And when you think about, you know, the Real Housewives of Atlanta and Love and Basketball, and then you think about what we used to kind of have in the past with the Cosbys and things that we were able to grow up on, it kind of seems like we've kind of lost our kind of identity. And I think when I think about music, I kind of look at the same way. Do you think that we need to begin to really tailor and restructure the things that we listen to? Are we?
Well, I just think that with everything, you need balance. You know, so, I mean, look, I'm not going to sit up here and lie to y'all like I didn't watch Housewives of Atlanta, because I did. I've seen every episode. I love the show, okay? But I can't watch Housewives of Atlanta and Love and Hip Hop and the basketball, football. Well, I can't do all of that, because it's just too much of the same thing, you know? And it's the same thing with music. I think you need your ratchet, you need your rap, you need people to really speak their mind and be militant. You need people to be loving. You need all of it. And when you don't have that balance, the problems come about at that point. So that's my take on it. I just want to bring my piece of balance in this thing. Like my music. I hope you guys like it. And I hope you're getting something from it that you're not getting with everything else that's out, you know?
Definitely. And, you know, speaking of that, let's talk about your singles and what you got going right now, you know? Who you work with and what you're looking at even getting in the future. There's some of your albums that are coming out. Talk to us, rap it with us about that. Right.
So I've been, you know, recording an album is a process. So I've been in and out of the studio off and on, just trying to get the right sound and create the right stuff. And like I said, I have a record with B.O.B. called The World Is Yours. You can check it out. Website, YouTube, iTunes, all that. Karma with Saha the Prince, and then I have some new stuff that I've been working on that I really, really like. It's just me, a song called Open and Can We. Can We is just the ultimate R&B record to me. Like, it's all that love, sex, grinding. When I perform it, I shake my butt and do all kind of sexual movements. It's there, you know, so I love my new records. And I'm on this Black College tour, so I'll be performing my new record at a number of Black colleges in the next, I think, month and a half or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think something your fans really want to know, when's the album coming? When can we expect that? Well, and can you kind of give some insight into who might even be on that?
Well, of course, Saha and B.O.B. probably, Yeah, because but other than that, I'm still just trying to, you know, get all the songs the way I want them and where they need to be, and you know, we'll look at the features if necessary. But yeah, it's I've decided to name it Replica, which I think is a cool name.
Oh, I like
and it. Yeah, so I mean, the date is still kind of changing, but when I know, so will you.
You guys heard that first. When she knows, everybody else is gonna
So
know.
will
Because you know, I was on Twitterverse talking to people about, you know, interviewing you, and everybody was hitting me up. You know, when's her album coming? When's her album coming?
Right.
I threw it on Instagram, and folks were hitting me. So I'm sure, you know, you're based on following.
We're gonna have to move that thing along.
Yeah.
It's coming. It'll be soon. It'll be soon.
You know, and as an artist, I'm sure you probably face a lot of different things. You know, from touring and concerts that you have to give to being in the studio. I mean, how challenging and demanding can that be? Very.
And you know, every opportunity is, especially when you're a new artist like myself, every opportunity is so important. You know, because you wanna make a good impression. You know, whether you're in the studio or on stage. You know, it's tough, but I love it. Like, I love what I do. Like, I literally love to rehearse. Sometimes I just go in my rehearsal space and I just dance and sing for hours just because I love it, you know, and that's why I do it. So, challenges, people getting on my nerves, not doing stuff right, all the crazy stuff that happens in life. It comes up, but I still love what I do. Like, love it.
Can you give us like a small little insight into the day in the life of Karmella? I'm sure your fans would love to know.
I think, okay, well, first, I wake up at about either at 6 a.m. or 9, depending on what space I'm in. And I try to meditate and pray, try to get that going. And then I will, depending on what I'm doing, you know, around between 11 and 1, that's when I go either to the studio, to rehearsal, one of the two. And then after that, you know, it depends on the day. I will either be preparing for a show or the studio just lasts all day. Like, you're there from dusk till dawn, like it's whatever. But just right now, it's just been like waking up, meditate, rehearse, interviews, show, that kind of thing.
The same process, huh?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And then, you know, and then I don't go to bed till about 2 or 3. And then same thing every day.
Grind.
You know, you gotta get it popping. Or if I'm at home, I'm just watching Netflix.
Or Love and Hip Hop, as you said earlier.
I watch Housewives of Atlanta.
Okay.
No diss Love and Hip Hop, but Housewives of Atlanta has the content that I really enjoy.
Okay, and why is that though? Why is that?
Well, because, I mean, Nene pops all the way off. So, and I met her once, and she's actually really, really nice.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she's so sweet. Her energy is just real, not what you would think. She's a very nice woman. Like,
yeah.
Very, very nice.
So like a production company came to you and they say, look, we want to produce a reality show about your life,
my life,
about your music, and what surrounds it. What would you name it?
What would I name it? I guess Measy. I don't know.
Measy?
Me, that's what all my friends called me back in DC. And it's like me, but Measy. It's like a play off of Lil Wayne, Wheezy. That's whack.
I like it. Nah. I mean, I think I can do ratings. Yeah, I think so too, don't you?
Measy.
I could definitely do ratings.
And I'd be like this on the promo. I would look real gangster. No, none of my music sound gangster.
I feel it. I feel it. So tell me as well, like, you know, somebody hit me up on Twitter. One of the other questions was advice that you can give for up and coming artists who are really trying to kind of break through the industry, facing different challenges. What kind of advice can you give about approaching it and actually, when you're getting into it, maintaining yourself and continue to develop and expand yourself?
Like, well, I'm still new at it, but I will say the advice I would give a young person wanting to be in this business, first, work on knowing yourself first. Just know who you are, and that means self-discovery, exploration. Don't be so hard-pressed to be in somebody's music video and to be on somebody's label. Figure out what you want to say and who you are before you get into this, because a lot of stuff is thrown at you once you're in it. People are tugging you left and right, telling you what you should be, how you shouldn't be. You know, you have all types of emotions. So if you have a good foundation of self, and that's in anything in life, you have a good foundation of self, you'll be able to navigate what's best for you. And also be prepared for anything, you know, and don't ever lose sight of your goal and what you really want to do. Don't let nobody tell you who you are. You know. You know, if you're a singer, be a singer. If you're a songwriter, be that. If you're a producer, honey, be that. Don't let nobody tell you. You just got to know. It's all about you. And that's how I live my life every day. Like, I'm going to do me. Y'all can feel how you want, but I'm going to do me all day.
Have you been able to say, was it one point that you knew you kind of got that big break? Was there one person who kind of really took you under their wing to kind of develop and mentor you, or has it just been a progressive development this entire time?
I would say producer Craig King, he's been really, really, really helpful at every turn of my career. Like I think he kind of saw it in me when other people didn't really know what it was. He kind of saw it in the rough. He saw the diamond, and he's always, and we talk all the time. And he's really supportive, and he's really helpful. And in fact, he produced The World Is Yours. And, you know, he's been in the industry for so many years, and he's worked with so many greats, Quincy Jones, and just the list goes on. So to have somebody who's been that deep in the industry just talk to me and share with me and show me how to be, it's been a blessing.
And I know, you know, from reading about you and following you, that you're very close to your family as well.
Right.
And I'm sure your family's kind of been a rock from what I've, you know, read and seen as well. Can you kind of talk to us about that as well? You know, they're your supporters, and who's really kind of been able to...
Yeah, my mom, number one, like she loves me. I love her. She's like my best friend. And my dad, he's been tripping because he's in DC. So I'm going to Howard, and I'm doing some stuff out there performing or whatever. And he has been calling me every day these last 2 weeks. So what time you getting in? I'm trying to figure out what I'm cooking for y'all. What y'all want to eat? Let me know when you're coming so I can make the food that I gotta make. Because if you come up here and you know stuff ain't right, then that ain't my fault. You ain't tell me. So we have this kind of relationship where he's really excited, and I'm happy that I get to see him this weekend. Him, my little brothers, and my stepmom. So I'm amped about DC.
That's what's up, man. And you know, this time of time, you know, clearly the election right around the corner.
Right.
You know, especially this is going to be a big year, or big definitely election for Obama. You know, Romney's trying to, as an incumbent, trying to get into office. How important is it for young people to go out to the polls and vote?
You need to vote. Like, it's so serious. And I really want to talk to women. Like, this is the one, right? This one. Women, know that it is so important for you to go out and vote. Like, Mitt Romney's talking about taking away Planned Parenthood. And as a woman, I've definitely been at Planned Parenthood for different things. Not necessarily the biggest thing that Mitt Romney has an issue with, but just back when I didn't even have health care. Like when I graduated, I went through this whole thing, just not being able to pay for going to the doctor because I was just a little young struggling artist at the time. And Planned Parenthood was the only place that I could go to get what I needed to have done, taken care of, you know, just health-wise as a woman. And so I think it's just strange that anybody would come and say, we're going to take away federal funding to Planned Parenthoods. We'll take that away and we'll just give it to private, you know, funders. That's unacceptable because so many people like myself, just being young and not having money or whatever you're coming from, need Planned Parenthood. So know what you're voting for, know why you're voting. Like, I'm a Barack Obama supporter because he's for the people. He's for people just like me. And yeah, so vote.
Yeah, and you know, speaking of Planned Parenthood, I know that you're also involved with a lot of different non-for-profits, and you've kind of been affiliated or helped out. You want to kind of talk about some of the organizations that you've assisted, or anybody you kind of want to talk about and encourage other people to get involved in as well?
Yeah, I just think, you know, it's really important to give back when you can. I spent a long time, I spent a little while. I was a teacher when I was in DC at Duke Ellington School of the Arts. And it was one of the most rewarding experiences I've ever had, just to give back to young people and show them how to be, where to go, how to think. And I think it's important, whatever it is that you do, whatever you do well, you know, you gotta get, my thing is music, so I can share that, and I love sharing that with young people. That's like my thing. So, you know, whatever you do well, gotta do it.
That's it.
Gotta share.
That's it. Anything else you want to plug out there? Let your fans,
man,
let your people know what's happening.
You can follow me at Karmella Daniel with the K and 2 L's. Website is KarmellaDaniel.com. Be on the lookout for me at this Black College Tour. If you go, we're at Georgia State, so I mean, you guys don't go to a black school, you go to Georgia State. So
you can call it a black school though.
Well, it's really cool here, by the way. It's a lot of different people. I love it. So, you know, just follow me or something. That's all I got.
Right, well, you guys heard it first. Again, my name is Matthew Braham, coming to you live right now with amazingly talented and extremely intelligent and clearly also beautiful Karmella Daniel. You guys be sure to check out her album. This girl's making moves right here, all right? This is GSTV and we're signing out.